Hi. Let's not kick the camera. Hi, I'm Jim.
I'm Brenda.
We're Hardiness Approach.
This week we had a very busy week doing some big projects.
And we never have a busy week. That's unusual for us.
But they were two big projects.
They were.
And we had a lot of little projects in between. 2 mornings a week, I go over to my daughter's home at 5:30 or 6 in the morning and take care of the babies when they wake up so that she can sleep until 9, 10, or 11. So I just got back from that, and today the wind is finally cooperating, and it looks like they might be able to get at least the majority of the plastic on the high tunnel. Watch and see.
We're getting the plastic put on this hoop house. Right now we're doing the first end wall. Bit of a learning experience for all of us, but we're getting it there. We're getting it nice and straight and tight, and we'll bring you along.
I'm going in the house. Bye.
Today is chicken processing day. We had anticipated a little bit more help than what we're having. It looks like it's going to be primarily Tim and I doing the processing. Rinda is involved with granddaughters, and we knew we wouldn't be able to get too much help from Connie because she just has the one arm, and she's got to be really careful that she doesn't injure her shoulder while it's recuperating still. So it's going to be a bit of a job for us today, but we've got all the equipment, as I was able to show you. Everything's set up, ready to go. We'll be able to get through this fairly rapidly considering the quantity we have to do. Not going to make this a how-to necessarily. There are plenty of those videos out there showing you our setup, Tim's setup. Kind of gives you an idea of our take and how we're going to handle it from here. May show a few clips along the way. We'll see how it goes. But with two of us, we're going to be pretty busy, and And being able to do video with just two of us, pretty challenging to do.
Hi, we've got chickens. See them all dancing here. They're resting. We're ready to bag them. Put them in the scalder.
So what does resting mean?
I don't know.
Well,
Dry them off.
they're, yeah, the water they've been on an ice bath. Not really a bath. They've been on ice, covered with ice. So they've been chilling down, and now
I'm
we're
not gonna
letting
take
them.
this off. It's cold.
We're letting them dry a bit, drip dry, which is getting the water off and any blood that may still be on there. And then we are going to bag them.
Like this and such. Pick it up that way, put it that way, get all the air out of it, put the twisty tie on it, and shrink wrap them. So we had about 60 of these broilers and 8 that we culled that'll be stewing.
Those are the coolers where we've put all of the chickens after we have them bagged and ready to go. They're going to sit in here cool, and I don't know if you can call it age or what, but to actually set, we've been told, and we believe it works that way because it sure seemed that way to us, as if you let them set cooled like that and before you freeze them, that they tend to be much more tender. I'm going to let Rinda talk now for just a second. Maybe a first and maybe a third, but she's going to talk a little bit.
It's really good that I edit.
She's not going to edit that out, I promise.
Alrighty. What I wanted to say is today Jim and I were in talking to Connie, and he had taken the opportunity yesterday when our daughter spoke to him in a text message asking how the chickens had gone, and he made the comment that he had the job of dispatching the chickens, and so he always took it very serious, and it wasn't just this fun thing to do. And so I was telling Connie about his comment, and then he just went on and expounded, and I said, you need to expound that to our friends.
She was looking for material.
No, I wasn't. I have plenty of material.
As many of you may know, on a lot of the chicken processing videos, that a lot of people go to a great deal of detail to explain and show and demonstrate and so forth. For those who are attempting to monetize their videos, they won't show you the part where they're actually dispatching the chickens, because those get demonetized. And so you don't always see that. And quite often people really don't address it very much. It's just a part of it that has to go on. And from what I've heard from many, is that that's really the hardest part of the whole process for them. Having to do, however you do it, to do that part of it. And it's not just some trivial thing that you get used to. It doesn't matter how many times it's done, the feelings are still there. And this is the moment when you fully realize what all of this has been about, from bringing home those cute little fluffy chicks. When you fully realize what this is all about, from bringing home those fluffy little chicks to the caring for them and worrying about keeping them warm, keeping them cool, keeping them well fed, keeping them clean, until it's finally time to get them ready to go into the freezer. And this has been part of it. This is, if we're going to eat, we have to do these types of actions. And it's not easy. At least it shouldn't be. This is a real life. This is a creation.
You know, Jim, I think for me, when I saw your text message to our daughter, it just not caught me off guard, but it brought me to my senses as to, wow. I saw him over there, and I did get back to help with him with the last 24 to 30. I saw him over there doing it, and I went over and helped him a little bit. And at that point, I had just come in really fast and was like, okay, I got to get in there and help him. And I didn't take that time that we always take where we thank them or realize what we're doing. And so I didn't realize what you were going through. And so I appreciated that you shared that, and that you didn't just, I don't ever want you to take for granted that it's a life.
Well, plus too, and I don't have those thoughts and feelings only on the first bird. I have it with each one of them. And, each one of them is different. I mean, distinctly different. Even at that point in their lives, there are some commonalities that go on. But that process for each one of them is distinct. It's unique. And, their personality, their physiology is all exhibited at that time. The distinctness, the uniqueness that they have.
The calm ones, the not calm ones.
Yeah. And it's a time to connect with them, to look into their eyes and know they have no idea what's going on.
And you do look in their eyes, don't you?
Yeah. And to know that they don't understand, but to attempt to convey to them a love and appreciation at that moment for what they're sacrificing for us. I mean, it's their purpose in this life, in this world, to come to that end and provide a sustenance for us. And that's why we're doing it, and we don't take it for granted. We fully understand what it means for them and for us, and we make it as peaceful and as quick as we can.
That's why I love him so much. Thanks for joining us today.